Ladies and gentlemen, on court one, Team Thai between Asia, All-Star and Indonesia. Umpire, Wong Jianji, Malaysia. Service judge, Edi Rufianto, Indonesia. Mixed double, Asia All-Star, represented by Tarun T.Kona and Ashwini A.Ponnappa. Indonesia, represented by M.Rijal and D.Susanto.
So the players are coming to court right now with the Asian All-Stars represented by a double-up team from India, Ashwini, A.Ponnappa, Tarun T.Kona. We know with Kona playing in the men's doubles yesterday with Bouchen Lai, didn't quite work out, but he certainly has got a huge amount of confidence from the back of the court. And I think this is a really good combination. I think it's not a done deal that Indonesia, the home favourites here, will win this one either. M.Rijal has been inconsistent. D.Susanto has done a good job at the net more often than not. But this one really is too hard to count because M.Rijal has been very, very inconsistent. He's missed a lot of fairly simple shots you think he'd or expect him to get. So we will see in a while how this unfolds. But there you can see Ashwini, they'll be at the front of the net. We've got all right-handers here. That was the career wins and losses and their position in the world ranking. As you have a look down through this DBL arena, and both the courts are in use at the moment. There's Rizal and Susanto in the world ranking and the career wins and losses. And I have to say, we've had a little chat about it before, but you wouldn't actually bet against another Asian All-Star victory here. It's going to be very interesting. I've got with me still Pak Toto Tamadji, and he, well, although he's an Indonesian and knows a huge amount about the badminton here, he's also a very fair-minded commentator. And with that, he's going to give us his verdict of what he predicts.
Well, I'm not going to verdict much further than what you said, John. It's about now it's about M.Rijal, the partner of D.Susanto. So we've seen it several times when the tight or when this pressure gets to him, that's when he starts making an unforced error or lack of judgment. So now with the situation of 0-2 to the Asian All-Star, it's going to be a true test for M.Rijal. But once again, D.Susanto has or must to take the place in the middle and then own that middle of the net, because they played this before a while ago, and guess what? The Indian won it. So once again, the Indonesian are not in a percentage-wise in a favorite to this match. Yes, they're playing at home, and then anything can happen, but it's time for M.Rijal to redeem himself with D.Susanto.
Yep, and it's now getting to the really interesting stage after at the fourth day of competition, when every single point, the winning match, counts towards lots of dollars, lots of money here at the Axiata Cup. If you've only just joined us, you've only just realized that the Axiata Cup is up and running. It's an 8-team competition. 6 of the teams are from the local Southeast Asian area. 2 of the teams are coming from guest areas, from Europe and from the rest of Asia. And the rest of Asia's been represented here by the two from India, Tarun and also Ashwini. Indonesia will need this point. They'll want this one. They don't want to be risking, as defending champions in the Axiata Cup, they don't want to be risking losing out and not going to the semi-finals. It would be a disaster. They've started so well, they don't want to lose that momentum.
On my left,
They've got 10
Asia
points
All-Star,
so far from their
represented
14
by
matches.
T.Kona and Ashwini
We've got the
Ponnappa.
introductions
And
of
on my
the
right,
players.
Indonesia,
The Axiata Cup
represented by
then will move on to
M.Rijal and
Malaysia for the
D.Susanto.
semi-finals
Asia
by
All-Star,
picking and taking the four
Ashwini
top teams
Ponnappa
who've scored
to
most
D.Susanto.
out of the 28
The ball,
matches played.
play.
Here we go. It's Ashwini with the serve. Lovell. That's out.
Oh, boy.
Yep, and it starts as he actually finished yesterday. Sure. Ashwini really intimidated by the huge frame of M.Rijal. 1-all. That's on the line this time.
Well, you mentioned about Tarun T.Kona. Yesterday we were surprised that he was able to play well with with Bauchulai.
But not well enough. It was a little bit disappointing. We were just suggesting that the communication is so important in doubles. And of course, you have to have a mutual language.
Oh, looks out there.
I felt that. That's better. That is better from M.Rijal. You reach out and put in a very flat reply.
Ashwini never moved, or she moved in a different direction. See, this is different. Zibo played against Ashwini yesterday, and nothing like that communicate one another.
It's 3-all, shaping up to be a really close battle here. And as you said, they come back, they have a chat to each other, there's a smile. It's all good, wholesome interplay. Lovely. 3-all. Great pickup, Kona.
Ashwini and Kona, that's tough. Who's supposed to get that one?
That's out 4-all.
Service over. 4-all.
Good play by M.Rijal there.
They really rotated very nicely. M.Rijal came to the net, but it was a responsibility of D.Susanto to keep the shuttle in play. Kona did some great retrieving there, but it wasn't enough. It's 5-4.
Good play. Ashwini just
out.
avoided that one.
Yeah.
5-all.
5-all. It's going to be very tense, very tight.
Yes. Well, the difference is Indian has nothing to lose. That 2 points already win by the singles of the All-Star Asia. It's a huge lift confidence for them.
When he plays well when he's concentrating, when he's playing the percentage stuff. He's very, very impressive. Just goes wild on too many occasions. A little bit like that from Ashwini. This is a lead now for Indonesia.
Oh, once again, you're right. Rijal is concentrating and returning well.
You never know what the influence of the coach is. He would have studied all the stuff that's going on before and said, look, for goodness sake, we've got to get more consistency. Don't give away the point.
Yes.
Good service.
9-6.
There's sometimes those giveaway easy point that's gonna bite them. Good play, Ashwini.
Very, very
Service
good.
over.
Yes.
7-9.
She was following that shuttlecock.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? It is. I mean, I've made the analogy. It's like being on a railway line,
Yes.
going off in front of it. And that's exactly what happened. You go up and down, you parade up and down, watching that shuttle so closely.
You can't lose that sight of the shuttlecock.
It's a good serve, is it? Or is it short?
Service over.
No,
Short.
short.
10-7.
Very, very big. An advantage to him, but he has to use that physique.
Well, he came in for some criticism from us yesterday and the day before. 11-7. They come to the interval, and the Indonesians have got really him to thank for that position because he has been very much more impressive.
Yes, indeed. Because at the end of the game of the last couple times of Rijal making far too many unforced error, especially yesterday when they play against a Malaysian and they had opportunity to close out that third game. Nevertheless, they have to surrender that very, very big point to the Malaysian.
Well, they are the top team in India, this pairing of A.Ponnappa and T.Kona. And at the 28th world rank, I'm impressed with that because behind them, Diju and Gutta at 37. I remember in Hyderabad commentating on those two in the World Championships, and they did put on a great show. So these guys have come from nowhere really into a real challenging position for the top 20. It's going to be very interesting to see how these two develop. Ashwini and T.Kona. 12-7.
And sometimes you're not sure what kind of a physique is a good badminton player. But T.Kona Tarun is not one of them. I don't see, I never thought if you see him in the street, oh, he's a badminton player.
He's got a great heart and he's got very good speed as well. He couldn't play singles, I don't think, but certainly doubles he can hide a little bit.
Yes. That's what you meant about the speed, recovery from the front to the back.
Great, it was beautiful that to move. D.Susanto nets it for 8-13, but it was a very exciting rally. You heard the crowd get into that one.
Well, sometimes when you are in the pressure, your men just go try to find a women's side, the opponent. And T.Kona Tarun did find a
have to watch it. He could have played it, yeah. He took his racket away. That was a bad error. 14-8. He really does move, doesn't he?
Oh God, his quickness
Service over.
it's stunning.
9-14.
And this way. He's not big, but he can cover a lot of spaces because of his quickness.
He dominated that rally, but front and back. And the impressive thing is that Ashwini was prepared to let him go for it. It was very interesting. 9-14.
I remember a long time ago, the Indonesian has this mixed double partner, very quick, is Trikus Haryanto with Minarti Timur, the silver medalist in Olympics. It was in Olympics in Sydney, I think.
Is Ahmad Tantawi and Natsir, are they considered? Will they be coming into the?
Well, his name is out there because he just came back from German Open last week. So,
but they could be joining the team in the second week, maybe.
Probably, but it all depends on this. I think Debby and Rijal, because in my opinion, if they can manage to perform better, why do we need Tantawi? Because Natsir and Tantawi, and Natsir is not in the national team. They're on their own.
Well, it's going well for Indonesia at the moment then at 15 points to 9 in the first. And Rijal has certainly improved his consistency. It's made a big difference. Susanto is determined at the net. T.Kona is running around like not a headless chicken, but he's certainly moving everywhere. And Ashwini's doing her best at the net. But it's a fascinating battle. 16-9. 17, good serve.
The women is so important for not making those silly errors. It's not just the women, but all both sides. And the trouble.
18 points to 9. It's all going according to expectations.
But Ashwini has to start consider making a smash toward Debby Susanto, not to Rijal. Good play.
On the side, but looking at the score, it's so important
18.
to keep that pressure on, and the Indian duo representing the Asian All-Stars have not been able to assert any consistency of pressure. It's the odd point here and there, which is not good enough. Let's see if they can build up a head of steam here. 10-18. A long serve. Great adjustments, both sides of the net. Just look at the speed of T.Kona. Again, he's out this time. It's 19-10.
Somehow, Ashwini A.Ponnappa, what is questioning this first game, making far too many unforced error.
Yeah, I agree with that. She's had a pretty poor game. And that absolutely typifies it. Got a little bit carried away with the big hits. And at 20 points to 10, it is game point for Indonesia. And a really deserved situation this. Rijal, together with Susanto, are in control. Ay, ay, ay.
Service over. 11-20.
should call him the Jack in the Box, I think, because Kona's been sensational
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah.
He's gone to set them all. 21-11 is the score in the first. And suddenly Indonesia can smile again. They've been grimacing after losing the first 2 matches of this competition here against the Asian All-Stars. They've now got a great chance, as expected, because we're looking at the number 8 world-ranked pair from Indonesia, and they are playing against the 27th ranked from India. So you'd assume that things will continue as they're going on. 21-11 in the first, could be matched up in the second.
Yes, indeed. Once again, that Indonesian Debby Santoso as well as M.Rijal played last of the unforced error, and of course the performance of Rijal was much better than the last couple of times we have watched them. At the same time, T.Kona and Ashwini has to cut down the unforced error from the Ashwini and try to go toward D.Susanto more instead of returning it to Rijal. It will be exciting for the second game. I'm sure they're changing the strategy. And Greg Kim and Yi Puyi are the coaches for the Asian All-Star.
Ashwini.
There's a lot more confidence around the Indonesian performance. They have been under a bit of pressure, and they find themselves now with a very good position, and I'm sure because of that freedom of expression we had earlier, that will continue. And I cannot see how Ashwini and Tarun will get back into this. They just have been outfoxed, outsmarted, and certainly as far as mixed doubles is concerned, Susanto and
Second
Rijal
game.
have
Love all.
been in
Play.
control. 0-0, we start the second.
Play it in the net, Ashwini. Play it in the net.
She's not there, is she? She's absolutely off the pace. She's back off. In fact, she's on her heels mostly.
Good, better. That's better.
Came off the net again, but it's taking Tarun Kona to get to the net to play the shots you're expecting. With it 1-1, it was a good rally.
So how much that Ashwini has to adapt to this game. Making better choices.
Great rally. Brilliant. Love it. Oh, Rijal.
You know it was coming, wasn't it?
No.
No, we're not going to try to put down a Rijal, but that was one of the better rally. And
super rally.
yes, and perhaps this can settle down the Asian All-Star of Ashwini and Tarun.
It all comes very thick and fast. You know, yesterday the Indonesian duo were just bemoaning their lot. They played against Chang Peng-sun and Goh Liu Yang, and it was 21-18 in the third, 18 in the first, 16 in the second, and 18 in the third. But they'd taken the first game, and the expectations were high. Then
Everything follow.
Goh and Chang really put up a fight, but Rijal, under that pressure, he buckled, and that's the only worrying thing. Just look at this now, 3-1. Let's not see him now doubt himself. That's the problem. So I think there's a mental approach more than anything. Let's see if it works itself out. Better.
Indeed.
Service over. 2-3.
Very clever, very quick.
Service over. 4-2.
Continuing to pressure, continuing to play consistently for the players with the black shirts. Good play.
That was much better.
Yes.
Yeah, why didn't you do that earlier? That's 5-2.
Well, the Indian has slowed down a little bit. They're talking more. Ooh, Debby, good play.
Service over. 3-5.
She's covered in plasters and all kinds of dressings. Look at that blue plaster. 3-5. It's way out from Rijal. Come on, control
Service
it.
over.
Yes, it's not close, but it's pretty far out there.
6-3 Asia.
That's a nice smash by Debby.
4-6.
That's smart. Smash it toward the girl side.
Oh dear, that was wild. Susanto.
Right, very wild.
7-4.
I think it is a question of keeping the shuttle in rally.
Yes.
And you don't need to do much more than that. Let the opposition make the errors. Don't force it. That's a good shot there for 8-4.
Well, like I said, slowly but surely, Ashwini and T.Kona is playing not better, but the Indonesian making more error as well.
That's the problem.
Service over. 5-8.
5-8.
Continue to talk, Tarun.
Players,
Block, block.
okay?
Another good serve from Susanto. She hasn't done it just once, but I think that's 3 times now she's managed to dupe Ashwini into an error.
A nice play. Nice location.
Back within 1 now then, it's 7 points to 8, and the crowd beginning to sense something is going to happen soon.
This would be a shocking defeat for Indonesia if they lose this match.
They won't lose it. They won't lose it. Watch my lips.
Okay. Yes. But I'm talking about the play, the total score 3-1 to the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good work, Rijal. That's poor though. It's 9-7 to Tarun and Ashwini.
Because they had that opportunity to win. It's not that difficult of a shot from Debby. He just completely decided to hit extra hard.
They get a mock down here because Rijal took a bit of a tumble. Just in case you're wondering, the second session of the Axiata Cup coverage will feature Malaysia versus Europe on our television coverage. So I hope you can join us for that one later on.
That Robertson and Wawak, as well as Marin and T. Minji. That could be a delicious match.
Yeah. 9-7.
Of course, the Russian duo is not as formidable as Hendra Setiawan and Saputra, but still, they will be tested against the Malaysian number 2 seed in the world, Tan and Koo.
It's 8-9 here with Indonesia versus the Asian All-Stars, and that is now 10-8 for the All-Stars.
Yes, Debby was moving backward instead of stepping forward. Yes, that's one thing about Ashwini, has to intercept that, not standing in the middle, make a move.
I was going to say, that was a
Yeah,
pretty
right there, see?
nothing shot from T.Kona.
Yes. Mine twice in a row. She's been spooked.
Yeah, they're leveling up at 10-all here in the second game, having taken the first. Interestingly, when the coaches review, it's easy to see where they've made the errors, particularly in the doubles. You've been making the comment many times about the position there of the Ashwini. T.Kona taking the position at the front of the net, and this is good stuff.
Good play. I love Debby.
We go to the break at 11-10 in favor of the Asian All-Stars. A much tighter battle, and certainly is providing a lot of entertainment here in Surabaya.
But John, once again, Ashwini has to elevate her game or performance on this match, because numerous times she is so apprehensive about making commitment to intercept or get in front of or cut the angle of the shuttlecock return from the Indonesian. And it's not easy. I mean, Kona Tarun is trying to cover as much ground as she can. But again, once again, the Indonesian are very fortunate. They don't have to play that much of a difficult, because the other players or the opponents making just as much as a error per given point.
Back to court. It will be Ashwini to serve at 11 points to 10. They need to win this game to force the rubber.
It would be interesting if they do.
Rijal is receiving.
That was a lucky bounce. I was going to yell at Ashwini, but
nothing you can do about that.
not really.
No, I think you can have confidence that the Indonesian duo will do their business right here. Long serve. An ouch backhand.
Sometimes when you are playing not so well, it's not easy, you know, to just get out, especially trying to help his teammate. And then Tarun probably just as frustrated too. Yes.
Much better positioning at the net. Racket high, dominating, difficult for Rijal to do anything with that. It's 12-all.
the lead now. We'll see.
A little chat between Susanto and a partner, and it could go long again. I got a feeling she likes to play these surprise long services. No, it was short.
Good smash by Tarun Kona.
He was annoyed with his last one, so I'm sure there's a little bit of extra effort and power in that. 13 all. Step ladder stuff again. Nobody can get a really, really important lead.
Good play.
Oh, yes.
Yes. She's getting smart. She's trying to aim that direction now toward D.Susanto.
Players, play.
14, 13.
You see Tarun just get on with it.
Yeah, come on, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
See?
He's fast.
He's quick. Like a cat.
13.
Not like salmon, though.
Okay. It's an in-joke.
Oh, another great serve. That one's going to go out.
That's in. That is 16-13.
Did you think that was Kona's?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was going to fade out, isn't it? But the vertical jump on him is outstanding. Look at that.
That is in.
Surabaya.
Lovely weight on that one into the base court. 14-16. It was needed because there was a lot of momentum being built up by the Indian opposition here. 14-16.
Wow, once again, that's quick anticipation by Kona Tarun.
17, 14.
Right over it. My goodness, just look at this.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's good, great anticipation, but execution as well. Super. 17-14. It will be Kona.
It's great to see the animated conversation between Ashwini and Kona.
Out.
Well, there was no chat with Ashwini yesterday.
15, 17.
She doesn't speak Mandarin.
Chengbo's Hindi's not so great. 15-17. Indonesia staying just about in touch in this second.
Good play by Ashwini. Yeah.
Surabaya. 18, 15.
There's a lot of rhythm going off to our right side inside this DBL arena. I have to say the local supporters have been superb.
What a play. What a play. What a play. That is remind me of the Minarti Timur and Trikus Haryanto. Really. What a play.
He took it from behind him. Let's watch the wrist on this. Yeah,
Yes.
really good. 19-15. Ashwini and Tarun are continuing to make good progress.
Yes. And they're playing much better now with the purpose. There's, you know, it's tactically as well. Oh, again.
This time it is out. It's 60. Well, he's calling it.
He's calling it. No, there's a calling it. Oh, he was out, yes.
16-19.
Can't see that one, yes.
Well, he's getting pretty excited here. He's really ambitious. Look at him. Threatening at the net.
You're right. Rijal is intimidated by that.
20.
It's 2016, and you have to say that performance by the Indian duo has really deserved this recognition that they can be competitive. 2016, game point to to the Asian All-Stars. 17-20. Need some inspiration here from
Debby.
D.Susanto. I nearly said Sudebanto. D.Susanto. It's been a long day already. 17-20. Still 3 game points. 18-20. 2 game points.
Okay, this is huge for D.Susanto. You can pass this one. She'll be serving to Ashwini.
Kona nets it for 19-20.
Great serve by D.Susanto.
Listen to the call. It'll be a bit of an anticlimax if we don't get to level it. Still game point, Asian All-Stars. 19-20 is the score. It's a 21-19 in favour of the Asian All-Stars. We will go to a third game. It was exciting, but ultimately D.Susanto was just a little bit short at the net. But it was under a threat from Kona, and they have played very, very well. The Indian duo have really deserved that ultimately. They just did enough, they were enthusiastic enough, and they came through with the win. 21-19, it's 1-1. Cannot fault the enthusiasm of this crowd here in Surabaya. They are giving it heaps. They were disappointed that the Indonesian duo did not come back into that game. But just listen to the enthusiasm. Anybody who doubts the sincerity of anybody who says that badminton is not important in Indonesia anymore, the days have gone. Should be in Surabaya right now.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court
They
1,
love it.
20 seconds.
It's 1-1 in games, and it's an important one, this, because Indonesia need to get a point.
The ball.
Ashwini will serve. So that really gave M.Rijal no chance at all. He can't be blamed for that.
Yes, but the bounce, everything about the Indian duo Kona and Ashwini, they are playing with a very, very plenty confidence, and I think the umpire
is warning them for basically wasting time. They are talking, they are discussing, but it's got to be continuous. That's the nature of the business. 1-0. 2-0.
Wow, 2 in a row.
2 love.
The luck of the Irish, the luck of the Indians. Give a decent return there.
M.Rijal will serve it to 1-2. What was that? Was that a left or?
No, I mean,
Yeah, it will be a left.
Kona had his hand up.
We'll repeat it. 1-2. Bye-bye. 2.
One thing about Kona, as you mentioned, he is so eager to move up. Mistake there because he was thinking a different way and doing another way.
It's in, well in. How on earth did she leave that one? Gosh, 4-2.
I had a feeling she heard that announcement and she just let it go because that was well inside. Yes. That looks a very tight return.
It was.
We've seen this before.
This shows that they're not afraid of interacting at the net, though Rijal has been up there several times. 3-4.
Great idea though by Ashwini. She gotta make the shot. Good play.
Surabaya, 4-5.
That was quite awkward to fall down too.
It was, but I mean, it was more of a sort of voluntary collapse rather than an involuntary stretch.
We will watch it again.
Yeah, it's an important phase, this. The crowd are doing their bit. The Indonesians have got to respond. They've got to now put a few points together and help the crowd to enjoy it. It's a partnership, this. Yeah, too good.
Yes.
5.
Rijal was leaning toward to his left side. Right there, you can see right here. He's leaning right there because nobody was home. There goes the conversation in chat.
Every good shot he makes, he gets an error as well, which is very disappointing for him. But 6-5, Indonesia just holding the lead here in this all-important game breaker. It's the rubber game. Beautiful.
Oh, what a play.
It's the rally of the match. It's the rally even of the day. Superb stuff. Magnificent. Indonesia pick up the point, but they pick up the kudos of winning a sensational rally.
That's an understatement about the sensational because numerous times each of the players were able to get maybe the point, maybe the opportunity, maybe
picked up more than 1 point, I believe. They picked up the security of knowing that whatever is thrown at them, they can respond and then turn it into a point. It's a very, psychologically, it's a very big moment, that.
Yes, because Debby was down, I think, 2 or 3 times at 1 point.
5.
Great scrambling, great retrieving, and huge excitement. It's 7-5. There you go, immediately, 8-5. This, that was a turning point.
Could be, indeed, yes.
8-5.
That was not a very good return, too, from Kona. Gotta lift it a little bit higher.
M.Rijal actually has reading Kona very, very well there. Kona was onto it so quickly, but look at the response. Great stuff, 9-5. It's all about confidence now. He's impressed me today. I gave him a hard time yesterday, but he's been much better. That is just on the line.
Not by much. My goodness.
9.
They could have gone either way by the call. That long and great rally has forgotten now. Now back to business.
It's a really interesting matchup. They are quite different in their styles of play, but the overall effect is quite dramatic.
Did he go in?
No, shorter than that.
Oh no.
7.
Did it go?
He went in,
Oh,
yes.
right. Sorry about that.
Guess I couldn't tell that one.
Okay, 10-7. Debby will serve. They go to the break. It's 11 points to 7 in the vital third game. Indonesia have been really put back on their heels. They are 2-0 down against the Asian All-Stars. But this is a time, and looking at the scoreboard here at the moment, they have a chance to get back some kind of pride on this 4th day of the Axiata Cup here in Surabaya. It's been fabulous entertainment. We've got a huge amount more to come. We've got 5 full days yet to play, and well, $1 million at stake. One of the richest tournaments in badminton, and it's proving to be hugely successful. Great entertainment. I hope you're enjoying it wherever you are in the world. Certainly we are here.
Yeah, we certainly is, because of this rally and the momentum or the ambience of this DBL arena has been magnificent. Of course, badminton competition has been high as well. Indonesians have a huge lead now, 11-7.
11-7. Play.
D.Susanto. You have to give Kona credit there.
11.
He came forward, he touched the top of the net, but it drifted onto the other side, so 8-11.
Yes, that's indeed great play, because Kona saw it late right here, so he was leaning toward his right side. Well, that was a very nice gesture, a very nice thought by Ashwini while they were talking. They need to wipe off the court.
think they talked through every single point here. They certainly have a lot to talk about. It's 12-8. It's Rijal. Another good shot from Susanto. She celebrates by swinging her left arm in the air. It's 13 points to 8. It's crucial now that the crowd keep them alive and just don't allow them to just fall back into any complacency. They've got to stay vital and taking the attack to the opposition. It's in.
No, they call it out.
No, really?
Yes, it did.
I'd love to have a look at that again. We're not going to see it from a good angle.
No, we
though.
can't.
Hard to say. Okay.
Extremely hard, difficult.
14-8 though. That means Indonesia's really happy with that situation. Good
That
shot.
one was. Look at Debby just gonna smile because how did she get that? I didn't know she had one of those.
9-14. It's do or die almost time. Kona will serve it.
Yes, very nice play. Well, Kona got to the right. He needs to turn the other side.
He just kept the
Yes,
pressure on that.
right here. See,
backhand
yes.
side. Lovely.
He needs to change direction. The one thing impressed me when they're talking, it would be good to hear what they're saying. What with the tactic we're going to put it in.
15-9. Susanto.
Oh,
dear. She jumped in the air with frustration, Ashwini. It wasn't a hard shot. She might have seen it a bit late coming through the crowd of the centre there, but that was a poor shot. It's 16 points to 9. Susanto's doing her job very, very well. That's a big hit. It's a big point, and it's a big cheer from the crowd. It's 17-9.
that's a very smart direction where Rijal put the smash to over the Ashwini, knowing he's the weakest player between Ashwini and Tarun.
That's poor. It's such a big lead, though, that
17.
I think rather than they don't need to relax, they can just keep the pressure on and expect to pick home the next 4 points.
Yes, this next double, 7 points is.
That score is 18-10, and again, when it counts, Rijal has been very, very impressive. Susanto has served well and has really attacked the net, but Rijal has cut out the errors, and I think that's a big plus for him.
Yeah, that's a big word. Plus of cut off the error. But I think Tarun has to trust Ashwini too. He moves toward her direction. 1 point.
11-18.
11-18.
Good thing that he's ahead by 6 or 7 points then, because you're right, you know, it was not that difficult because the shuttle was not back there. It was a little short.
He's absolutely in his hitting and comfort zone. How on earth he missed that? 12-18.
Well played.
13-18.
13-18.
been on the floor.
Yeah, 3 times.
Gosh, yes.
Nice comfy carpet. We'll take a little bit of a break because we'll get the mop on. But again, the entertainment continues because they actually are very different in the way in which they play. But, there are loads of ways of playing this great game of badminton.
Well, the Tarun and Ashwini plays with the competition. They're not a team yet.
No. I agree with that. 14-18. Is it going to get tighter? That's a great point. It's 19-14. They had to work so hard. But the important thing, Toto, is that they are coming forward, they're being aggressive, and they are being confident. And they will definitely win this match with that kind of attitude.
Yes, that's true. You know, same thing. That's another play that Ashwini shouldn't even think about letting it go when it was a 50-50 shuttlecock and the situation so pressurized, needs every momentum in the back. But again, Santoso and M.Rijal showing that they can come back, rebound.
19-14, 2 required. It's match point Indonesia.
20. Match point.
And it's been a hard-fought contest here.
I think I'm looking at the coach of All-Star Asia, Greg Kim. He knew deep down that they could have had this match just well. But nothing taken away from the Indonesian. They come back.
20-14, 6 match points. Susanto with the serve. Indonesia put another point on the board. They've now got an all-important 11 points out of their, what are we talking, 13?
Yes,
Yeah,
they lost
13.
2 yesterday.
They've got one more to come, and I know that that is going to be an entertaining one because we've got the 2 Chinese who are really, really looking to make amends. But whether or not Indonesia can level things up and make it 2-all in this competition, well, only time will tell. It will be a very interesting and difficult battle. I hope you can stay with us for that. Angka pertama, Rian Agung Suputro, Bao Chunlei and Cheng Bo will be coming into the arena here in just a while. I hope you can join us for that. Indonesia being victorious at last on day 4.